WARD dollar sign, nigga. NAYIMED.
Welcome back. My name is Nayim Edwards. My apologies to everyone. We had a big crazy ass storm come through, knocked the power out. Crazy shit was not working right. I had to get the house back in order. But real quick today, Soulja Boy made comments saying that the OGs failed us as the younger generation of hip hop. The OGs didn't kick back enough game. The OGs didn't kick back enough knowledge. Now, my personal opinion on this, before I say that, people were saying like, Soulja Boy, you've been in the rapping for 13 years. You've been in the game for so long. You do it. And what I will say is Soulja Boy absolutely pioneered this internet age. He is the godfather of this internet shit, the YouTube rapper, all of that shit, right? But we got to understand what comes with being a pioneer. Him and Nicki Minaj really was like the first to really come from that old era, but generate this new era. Like, they were like some of the first people on iTunes and Apple Music. They were the first artists to really usher in this physical world to this digital age, where even something as what you would think is minuscule as selling records online, like if it wasn't for people like Nicki Minaj, your fucking digital sales wouldn't even fucking count. Your streams haven't even been able to be calculated as albums and stuff. And what I will say now, for like my opinion, what I will say is like, I don't think they knew. Well, you know what? I can't say that because we got people like Sam Cooke, Aretha Franklin, Michael Jackson. I've said that before, that knew about all the woes and the woos and the wows. But I think a lot of old rappers is like, they were kind of bootlegs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they decided that a contract was better. You know, especially when we get to talking about regions and shit like that. You know, those motherfuckers up north lived and died for those record deals, opposed to when you from down here, from the south, you really, you know, you get your fan base and shit together, you could go on a run and make way more and do way better than a motherfucker who signed. We see a lot of that today where people are not interested in signing. They just like, you know what, I'm good with what I got. I'm good with what I do. I'm going to rock out with that. And I'm going to say that with that mindset, I'm actually kind of glad that motherfuckers didn't carry that over and they kind of pushed it away, and you're forced to do your own thing, and you're forced to have your own opinions, and you're forced to navigate this shit yourself. Now, they could say, you know, I signed this fucked up contract, which a lot of them do come out and say, you know, my first deal was for this, I didn't get that or get that. I just feel like it was a bad thing, but it was ultimately beneficial that they pushed their bastard children away, because we are the bastard children that they didn't want. You know, it was all about getting a record deal and motherfuckers crying because somebody owed me $2 million. I never got any money from this. You know, people still cry about that stuff today, but that's ultimately up to you as an artist. I can say that just from sheer experience. Like, you know, I've turned down a lot of different situations just because ultimately it wasn't going to benefit me in any type of way aside from visibility. And a lot of them rather have been rich. They rather have been famous than rich. A lot of the executives from back then, they're still rich today. They're still getting everything and all the benefits from even back as far as Run DMC. So, you know, he's not wrong. He's not wrong, because there could actually be a lot more advocation for whatever, but it goes back into it's just like, I got fucked over, so I'm just going to continue the chain of getting fucked over and fucking other folks. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a real vicious cycle. So, like I said, you know, I already made my point pretty clear. We can just go ahead and wrap this up. Goddamn, I don't think it was a bad thing that they didn't kick, because what the fuck are you going to do with a motherfucker who I get my catalog back after I turn 60 years old? Like, you'll be lucky if your music lasts that long. And a lot of those people are classic artists, but the bulk of the money has been made. I guess you can use $16,000 a month if your music. Like, that's real generous when we talk about benefit. No, here, since we're at the end of the video, here's a secret. You know, a lot of these songs, once they milk all the extra heavy money out of it, regular people like me and you, the girl down the street or whatever, they can go and buy the motherfucking royalties for the song for lifetime plus 70 years. And it wouldn't cost you, you know, if you had a decent bag, you can go and buy that. I think the cheapest song I ever seen sold was like $20,000. You know what I'm saying? And that song still makes money to this day. You might make $5,000 a year, but $5,000 extra a year off a song that for an artist that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is just all type of shit. Anyway, my name is Nayim Edwards. We'll holler.
NAYIMEDWARD $, nigga. NAYIMED. Hey, hey.